Have you ever masturbated and not a single bit of semen came out? When it happens for the first time, it's normal to feel scared, confused, or even embarrassed. Maybe you think it's a sure sign of aging or that there's something seriously wrong with your body. But relax, you're far from alone in this experience. Extensive studies show that approximately 1 in 3 men over the age of 60 experiences the so-called dry orgasm, reaching the peak of pleasure without ejaculation. This phenomenon, once little discussed, has attracted the attention of the medical community and is now being studied with increasing interest to understand the natural changes and new dimensions of male sexuality. As we age, bodily changes are an inevitable part of life. Many people might mistakenly think that these changes mark the end of active sexuality, but in reality, they can represent the beginning of a new and deeper dimension of pleasure. It's an opportunity to explore your sensuality in different and more conscious ways. I'm Dr. Elena, a men's health specialist with over 15 years of clinical experience. Throughout my career, I've had the privilege of helping thousands of mature men regain not only physical well-being, but also fulfilling and gratifying sexual vitality. My mission is to provide clear information and practical tools to address these challenges. By staying until the end of this video, you'll discover real and safe methods for achieving orgasm, even without ejaculation, and how to maintain an active and satisfying sex life. I'll guide you through evidence-based strategies and practical tips to improve your overall sexual health. But before we begin, I want to thank a loyal viewer who follows us with consistency and passion. Mr. Marco Rossi, 61 from Milan. Thank you from the bottom of my heart for your continued support and for being part of our community. Your participation is invaluable. If you'd also like to be mentioned in our upcoming content, leave a comment below with your city and a thought about this video. You could be the next to receive a special thanks and inspire others with your experience. Let's get to the heart of the matter. Why does ejaculating become difficult as we age? The answer lies in a series of profound and often silent changes that occur in the male body. These processes are natural, but understanding them is essential to better manage them. The prostate and seminal vesicles are crucial glands that play a fundamental role in the production and expulsion of sperm. After age 60, these glands naturally begin to slow down. This can lead to a progressive reduction in the amount of seminal fluid produced or, in some cases, a complete blockage of its release during orgasm. This slowdown is often due to structural and functional changes, such as decreased production of glandular fluids or reduced contractility of the smooth muscles surrounding these structures. The result is an orgasm that, while maintaining the sensation of pleasure, is not accompanied by visible ejaculation. Another significant factor is the natural decline in testosterone, the key hormone for male sexual health. Testosterone not only affects sexual desire and arousal, but is also essential for erectile function and the quality of orgasm. A reduced level of this hormone can contribute to lower sperm production and a decrease in the intensity of the muscle contractions required for ejaculation. Testosterone also affects the sensitivity of genital tissue and neurological response, making the entire ejaculatory process less efficient. Maintaining optimal testosterone levels through a healthy lifestyle is therefore crucial for sexual health. With age, blood circulation tends to become less efficient throughout the body, including the pelvic area. Reduced blood flow can hinder the full activation of the nerves responsible for sensation and the ejaculatory reflex. Blood vessels may harden or narrow, limiting the flow of oxygen and nutrients to tissues. This circulatory deficit can compromise the ability of the corpora cavernosa to adequately fill with blood for erection, and can also affect the strength of muscle contractions during orgasm. Good circulation is essential for a healthy and complete sexual response. The process of ejaculation is a complex reflex involving the nervous system and a series of pelvic muscles. With aging, changes in nerve transmission or weakening of the pelvic floor muscles may occur. If these muscles are insufficiently toned or excessively tense, they may not be able to generate the pressure necessary for the expulsion of semen. Additionally, some neurological conditions or damage to the pelvic nerves can interfere with the signal that triggers ejaculation. It's a delicate balance between nerves, muscles, and glands that must function in harmony. It's important to note that some commonly used medications can cause dry orgasm or retrograde ejaculation as a side effect. These include some antidepressants, particularly SSRIs, high blood pressure medications, alpha blockers used for benign prostatic hyperplasia, and some antipsychotics. These medications can alter the neurological or muscular mechanisms involved in ejaculation. If you're taking medications and have noticed a change in your ejaculation, it's crucial to discuss this with your doctor. It may be possible to adjust your dose or switch medications to mitigate these side effects, always under medical supervision. A study conducted at a major university hospital revealed that 38% of men over 60 hadn't ejaculated even once in the past year. This isn't just a sign of declining sexual function, it's a clear message our bodies are sending us. It's time to listen to it and take care of it in a new and conscious way. Ignoring this signal can have serious consequences, both physically and psychologically. It's not just a matter of pleasure, but of overall well-being. Ejaculation, in fact, is not only a source of pleasure, but also a natural way for the body to detoxify and renew seminal fluids. If this process is blocked or reduced, it can lead to the accumulation of waste and internal toxins in the prostate and seminal vesicles. This can increase the risk of chronic inflammation, infections, and other prostate diseases. Regular cleansing of the male reproductive system is important to maintain glandular health and prevent fluid retention. The absence of ejaculation can alter the internal environment, making it more susceptible to problems. The psychological aspect is also deeply involved. The inability to fully experience sexual pleasure or the perception of a malfunction can cause frustration, anxiety, insomnia, and a general loss of interest in daily activities. Many men feel less virile or less attractive, which can erode their self-esteem. This condition can also significantly impact intimate relationships. Decreased sexual spontaneity or fear of failure can create distance between partners, leading to misunderstandings and a reduction in emotional and physical intimacy. It's crucial not to dismiss this condition as a simple sign of aging, but to listen carefully and address it proactively. Prolonged neglect of this condition leads many men to avoid masturbation or sexual intercourse, thinking it doesn't do any good. This behavior, however, can further weaken the pelvic muscles and nerves responsible for pleasure and ejaculation. Inactivity can lead to further atrophy and desensitization. However, it's crucial to understand that this isn't a definitive condemnation, but rather an opportunity to better understand oneself and adopt a new approach to pleasure. It's an invitation to explore one's sexuality with greater awareness and care. There are habits that can unknowingly worsen this situation and make dry orgasms more frequent or problematic. Many men, in an attempt to force ejaculation, adopt counterproductive behaviors. How many of you masturbate just to relieve stress, thinking you'll never ejaculate again and therefore have nothing to lose? This seemingly harmless behavior can actually further damage sexual function. Compulsive or overly vigorous masturbation, often done hastily and with tension, can have negative effects. Often, the stimulation is overly intensified, the penis contracted excessively, or the penis moved frantically. This can numb the genital nerves, reducing sensitivity and making it more difficult to achieve a satisfying orgasm. It can also create excessive tension in the pelvic muscles. The pelvic floor muscles are crucial for ejaculation. If they're overly contracted due to stress or aggressive stimulation, they can block the natural ejaculation reflex. Chronic tension in this area prevents the relaxation necessary for the process. Rushing makes matters worse. Sexual pleasure should be experienced in a state of relaxation and presence. Rushing causes the brain to desensitize to pleasure, making it increasingly difficult to reach orgasm and fully enjoy the sensations. The body needs time to respond and reach climax. Let's stop for a moment and reflect on this. Pleasure comes from the process, not just the end result. That's why I want to share with you 3 effective techniques for safe and satisfying masturbation, respecting your body, and rediscovering the depth of sensation. The first technique is called slow touch. Instead of directly stimulating the penis with rapid, intense movements, begin by gently caressing the inner thighs, lower abdomen, and perineum, the area between the testicles and the anus. Use your fingertips or the palm of your hand with slow, light movements. This approach helps relax the muscles, gradually awaken the senses, and generate pleasure even without ejaculation. The key is to savor each sensation slowly, focusing on the touch and your body's response. Allow the pleasure to build gently without rushing. The second technique involves using deep breathing to relax the pelvic muscles. Before beginning any stimulation, sit or lie down comfortably and inhale and exhale slowly and deeply at least 10 times. Focus on your abdominal and anal area, feeling how it expands and contracts with each breath. This simple exercise releases tension in the pelvic floor, improves circulation, and helps prepare the body for pleasure. A relaxed pelvic floor is more receptive to stimulation and facilitates the flow of sexual energy. The third technique is heat therapy. After a relaxing warm bath, perhaps enriched with essential oils such as rosemary, stimulating, or lavender, relaxing, place a warm, moist towel on the perineum for about 5–10 minutes. Heat can be very beneficial. This simple yet effective technique stimulates blood circulation in the pelvic area and awakens the nerves, increasing sensitivity and comfort. The heat also helps release muscle tension, preparing the body for a fuller and more rewarding response. By the way, if you find this information useful and interesting, I strongly encourage you to consider subscribing to our channel and turning on the notification bell. This way, you won't miss upcoming videos, which can offer you additional tools and valuable advice for living this phase of your life to the fullest. Your health and well-being are our priority. Now, let's get back to how we can actively protect the health of the prostate and seminal vesicles. Changing stimulation techniques isn't enough. It's essential to care for the organs that underpin male sexual health. Let's look at some natural and safe approaches together. Prostate massage, while beneficial for some, requires experience and caution, as performing it incorrectly can cause pain or inflammation. There are safer and more accessible methods for improving pelvic health. Pelvic stretching, for example, can help improve circulation and tissue flexibility. A simple exercise involves sitting on your knees, if comfortable, and slowly leaning your torso forward, resting your forehead on the floor and extending your arms in front of you, child's pose in yoga. Hold the position for a few minutes, breathing deeply. Even just 3 minutes a day can make a big difference in relaxing your muscles and improving blood flow. Other helpful practices include hydrotherapy, such as soaking your feet in warm water to improve overall circulation, which also benefits the pelvic area. Regular walking and light physical activity can also stimulate circulation and keep pelvic muscles toned. Small things that, when incorporated into your daily routine, can lead to big changes over time. Let's now move on to nutrition, a fundamental aspect for supporting your body and sexual health. Certain foods can promote prostate health, stimulate seminal production, and improve hormonal function. Among the most important nutrients, zinc is essential for sperm formation and prostate health. Its deficiency can reduce sexual desire, alter hormonal balance, and compromise the quality of semen. Zinc-rich foods include oysters, one of the most concentrated sources, lean beef, pumpkin seeds, legumes like chickpeas and lentils, and nuts. Incorporating these foods into your daily diet, even in simple, tasty recipes, can make a big difference. Another key nutrient is arginine, an amino acid that the body converts into nitric oxide, a molecule that helps relax blood vessels and improve circulation. This is particularly beneficial for blood flow to the pelvic area, supporting erection and ejaculatory function. Excellent sources of arginine include chicken, turkey, tofu, beans, lentils, nuts, and seeds, such as sunflower and sesame. Regular consumption of these foods can contribute to better vascular and sexual health. Finally, vitamin E is a powerful antioxidant that helps protect cells from oxidative damage, including that of the prostate. It is useful for maintaining cellular integrity and supporting hormonal health. Foods like avocado, almonds, spinach, extra virgin olive oil, and sunflower seeds are rich in vitamin E. Incorporating these foods into your daily diet can offer valuable protection and support overall reproductive health. Let's now discuss some essential daily habits for maintaining effective testosterone levels. This hormone affects not only sexual function, but also psychological well-being, muscle mass, energy, and mood. Getting enough good sleep is essential, as approximately 70% of testosterone is produced during deep sleep. Chronic sleep deprivation can lead to a significant decline in testosterone levels. Maintain good bedtime habits. Create a dark, quiet environment. Avoid bright screens and caffeine in the evening. Try to expose your body to sunlight in the morning, as this helps regulate your circadian rhythm and hormone production. Adequate physical activity, even moderate, can stimulate natural testosterone production. You don't need to become an athlete. Brisk walking, swimming, light cycling, or strength training with light weights can be extremely beneficial. Exercise also helps maintain a healthy weight, which is another important factor for testosterone levels. Avoid overtraining, which can have the opposite effect. Balance is key. Regular, sustainable physical activity is more effective than intense, sporadic sessions. Chronic stress increases cortisol levels, a hormone that can suppress testosterone production. Learning to manage stress through relaxation techniques, meditation, hobbies, or spending time in nature is crucial to maintaining a healthy hormonal balance. From what we've said so far, you should understand that sexual pleasure isn't solely dependent on ejaculation, but is a journey of personal discovery and connection with your body. There are techniques you can practice to re-energize your nerves, improve sensitivity, and rediscover new forms of gratification. Improve blood flow in the pelvic area through simple breathing exercises and movements. Pleasure can also be a profound way to connect with yourself, exploring your sensations and desires in a more conscious and less outcome-oriented way. Remember, the joy of sexuality doesn't depend solely on your age or your fitness, but on how you choose to experience your body and your sensuality. Even if your functions change, you can continue to explore yourself patiently and respectfully. Accept the signs of your body as an invitation to greater awareness and rediscover the value of time dedicated to pleasure. Explore change. Don't see it as an end, but as an evolution. Conquer your sexuality, reconnect with yourself, and enjoy the journey. Now that you have the right information and tools, use them to build a more conscious, fulfilling, and satisfying sexuality. You're not alone on this journey of rediscovery. Your body isn't just a shell, it's a precious life companion. When you decide to take care of yourself with care and love, age is no longer a limitation, but a phase filled with new opportunities. Sexuality can once again become a source of energy, vitality, and deep connection. Staying active, informed, and open to new forms of pleasure will lead to surprising results and a greater quality of life. The time has come to listen to these truths and integrate them into your daily life. Never stop seeking well-being and full self-expression. Now, prepare to rediscover your potential and the beauty of your unique sexuality. If you enjoyed this content and found it helpful, I invite you to subscribe to the channel, activate the notification bell so you don't miss future videos, and leave a comment below to share your experience or questions. Your voice can inspire and help others embark on this journey of awareness and well-being.